Dude, guys, I am really digging these Daytona jacks, I gotta tell you. I am gonna get one day for sure. I just don't know if I want it in green or orange, but that green is pretty popping. I'm thinking I might get it in green. But yeah, love these jacks. Everyone else does too. Phenomenal for the price. All right, things that I wish that Harbor Freight would do though. So when it comes to the individual socket sets, so if you didn't want to buy the master toolkit sets, I wish what they would do is do 6-point shallow, 6-point deep, not 6-point deep and 12-point shallow. And that's pretty much what the chrome or the colored versions, doesn't matter if it's the Quinn brand or the Pittsburgh brand. Something else that I wish they would do, so they got the 3/8 locking extensions, which is a nice set, but I'd like to see a 3/8 non-locking set, non-wobble set. And then when the wobble set, it's 9-piece, it's mixed up between 1/4 inch and 3/8. So I'd like to see some individual sets where they just have a straight shank, not a wobble shank. Nothing but good things to say about the impact sockets though. The only thing that I would change about it is the sizing. So for instance, we got 13, 14, 15, skip 16, 17, 18, 19, and 21. Pretty decent set. And I have the same exact set at work. Been using it for the last couple years and I love it. Let's see what they offer you in 3/8. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They skip 15, which is a very important socket. 16, which I could have done away with, and 17. Wish they would have incorporated a 19, an 18, and a 15. Just a more complete set, I guess is what I'm asking. Now what they might be doing is they might be hoping that you'll pick up the SAE set and then do your math to see what the tolerance differences are. So if you wanted to use a 5/8 versus a 15, I think I was talking with Chris about this with Client Graphics. That would be the only thing I could possibly think of, but very nice sets to have overall. I'd also like to see a mid-length set, a mid-length wobble impact socket set. That would be something else I'd like to see. Overall though, if you want 12-point or 6-point, they have it in the impact. Now that's a plus, and they do give you some pretty good size ranging. Let's look at the metric set for a minute. 10, see, no 11, no 12, which is fine for 1/2 inch, but 10, 13, I don't know when you would ever use a 10, 13, or 14 to be honest on the 1/2 inch side. I would probably do away with those and focus on a more complete set. So 15, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 24, 27, 30, and 32. A more complete set, I would do a complete set from 15 up. That would be an awesome set. I don't know any situations where you would need a 10, 13, or 14 in the 1/2 inch, but maybe 14. I don't know if there's any cylinder head bolts out there that are 14. I don't believe I've ever ran into those. 15, yes. 14, no, I haven't ran into that yet. Let's take a look around and see what else that I wish that Harbor Freight would come up with next. Loving the service carts. They did accommodate you guys. They did make the color trays to match everything that you want with the service cart. So for instance, they got the glove holder, the wrench and screwdriver holder, the rattle can screwdriver holder, and the towel dispenser, all in the same color that covers the color concepts of the box. They did start incorporating other colors in the 72. And you can see they got the 56-inch top on the 72, but it gives you a nice work surface to put your laptop at a lower level, so you're not having to stand way up and reach. So that's kind of nice that they give you that option, but would be nice to see an option for a 72-inch top. That's something else I wish Harbor Freight would consider down the road. Now let's take a look at some of the other stuff they got going on. Gotta love all the different colors that you guys get. Again, everything organized, fits to the color scheme that you're looking for, even down to the jacks themselves. Here's some of the bigger stuff. Someone was asking me what I thought a good starter box is. It really depends on what it is that you're doing in automotive, but the 44 is not half bad by any means. A decent box overall, but I think that in time you will run out of room. This one does not have the lock and latch, but it is a nice drawer. The ball bearings are pretty nice on it as well. I got the 56-inch, which I believe is this bad boy right here. And you guys saw in my recent video clip that I did, this thing holds a lot of weight, a lot of tools, but phenomenal. I love this whole setup. Now I did turn mine into a workbench, but in time I might end up going this route with it, just saying. All right, hammers. Hammers is something else that I would like to see, something a little different here. Now they have the soft dead blow, but I'd like to see a ball peen dead blow option. So they got the wood handle dead blows with the ball peen. but I would like to see a dead blow ball peen option with Harbor Freight. I don't know if they want to have Quinn do it or Pittsburgh do it, but it would be nice to see a rubberized handle with a dead blow option with the sand built in and everything. Okay, talking about the 26-inch toolbox for a minute, I think this is a phenomenal starter kit. And you could put the add-on drawer sides on the end. You could do the wall cabinet on the end of the locker if you wanted to. I think overall it's a phenomenal starter box for sure. And then when you outgrow it, you can always take this home. It's a perfect at-home DIY toolbox. And then you could always go to the bigger stuff, bigger boxes for when you get into the professional world and you basically overload your cart, your 26-inch starter cart, but you get one of these big bad boys and you just add to it as you grow. Okay, real quick, just discussing Hercules. I would like to see a 1/2-inch impact drive option or a shortened 3/8 impact drive option, but of course you always could go with Bauer or Earthquake themselves for that. It'd also be neat if they had a stubby cordless option as well. Okay, here's gonna be a small teaser, but look, they got great gloves for a fraction of the price that you guys are gonna pay. The mechanics gloves are great, but those are like 20 bucks. Why not come here and pick up some of these Hardys for like 10 bucks? And if you join the Inside Track Club, you might even get some other added benefits with that. But I'm gonna grab these for reasons that I will not say at this point. But I do need gloves for work, but there's a reason why I'm going with this pair specifically. All right, I don't know if this is a killer deal or not, but you always wanna go back to the clearance aisle as well and see what they got for open box specials. But check this out. Here is a Hercules nut driver kit, 52 bucks. So that's pretty cool. They got it all zip tied. Obviously they've checked it out, so that's pretty cool. There's another one right here, 20-volt lithium hammer kit. It's pretty freaking awesome. Hercules, $87.98. All right, so moving blankets. We were talking about working on the El Camino classic cars. You don't want to buy a fender cover, that's fine. You can get some of these moving blankets for under 5 bucks and get a few of those, toss around at the shop, and it also adds as extra padding if you double or triple it up. So pick those up for sure. Let me just say I love the fact they started incorporating these off-road light bar kits over at Harbor Freight. You got pricing and details right there, and winches of course, but I love the fact they got an off-road section for my off-road guys. Okay, so they do have the Impact putty knife style set here at Harbor Freight as well. What I would have really liked to have seen, even in a 3-piece or 4-piece option, is something close to the VIM where they have the narrow, the wide, and the 45. But I don't see any 45 options here, but a lot of construction guys I'm sure love these. But I'm just saying, for the automotive realm, it would have been nice to see a 3-piece set with a 45-degree option for those oil pans that are just super tough to get off and get the right angle at. All right, so here's something else that I really love. So I don't necessarily need 4 or 5 or 6 or even these ginormous ratchet straps, but what I like is if you just need one, you can pick up just one for $4. So that's something that I do like, and I hope they keep that option. Okay, one last thing before we go. You guys that out there that love the ratchets, what I do like about these is they have started making a thinner head for the different ratchets that you get, and at least they started incorporating a flex head design. Still wish they would change the mechanism so that this was on and that this side was off. But that's one feature that I didn't like, and that's something else I wish they would do too, is maybe have an option for a locking flex head. That would be cool to see too. Overall though, you guys are very impressed with their ratchets, so I think we're going to pick up this little 1/4-inch guy today. Not a bad deal for 20 bucks. All right guys, so those are the things that I wish that Harbor Freight would change tool wise at the store. We looked through, there was about a dozen, maybe 2 dozen items that I wish they would make small corrections or alterations to, or just change the way certain things were made. Overall though, I mean, for the price, you really can't beat it. Hey, if you guys liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hit the thumbs down. Share if you want to share, and then put down in the comments some things that you wish that Harbor Freight would change. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers and deuces.